everybody, this is Rydo. Let's get back to the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. So we found a spooky churchyard that we're going to search now. This game certainly was not kidding about not holding your hand. In between last recording, I looked at like the number of achievements that I've already gotten versus what's left, since that's really my only indicator as to how far I've gone in the game, and I think I'm about maybe halfway, a little less than halfway. Let's see what happens here. This building looks a little too big on the inside for as big as it was outside. I'm starting to notice here this thing might be getting longer and longer as we go. Could walk faster, I suppose. It's dark. Well, that's about as far as I can go that direction. If I want to go any further, I have to back into it. Okay, so I hit a wall. Well, this certainly has thrown me for a loop. Maybe that way. Because I was like, thinking to myself, this doesn't make any sense at all. Let's go back outside for a second. Okay, it does connect. So we're going up to the tower. But is this building really that long? I guess it is. There's something very strange about the scale they're using here. Usually in games, everything's a little bit smaller than normally would be. This feels like it is actual size. That a one step forward is about 1 foot, and this is about a 1 foot beam. Normally, games try to cheat that to speed up the gameplay. Of course, this game, why would it do that? Inspect. And we still haven't figured out what the deal with the grenade was. So we have a lantern. And then nothing else here. I would have suspected that we would have run into either another dead body or something. As far as Travis and Ethan, we've seen the past and we haven't seen any more of the current, present, or So we found something, and we don't know what to do about it or what it's for. It's just a golden rock. That's a statement on you don't want to make things brightly colored if they really don't matter, because that golden rock right there does stand out to my eye. This really feels like I could just walk right past this puzzle and just keep down the path. Same was true for the first puzzle in this game. I could have just walked straight over the bridge and never even left a path or seen any of those traps. Blood. Benjamin Saw, Crow's Foot, Necrocross, Witch's Foot, Death Rune, Sacrifice to Klepoth, a Sigil. Where'd he get any of those things, those words from? He must have known them, the main character must have known them all before. Maybe Klepoth was that spell we read. Dropped a wheelbarrow. Some blood. Brush, bucket, crow carcass. Blood is paint, ritual, crow's kill, dagger, knife, scalpel, razor. Question mark. Question mark, question mark. Where's the question mark? No, it's getting further apart. Oh, that's so dark. What are we seeing? Seeing just a super dark area. Maybe a body. The only light part I can see is the stairs. So I bet we go down here and see this. Pull, inspect, let's inspect, handle, crow, 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 crow. Where's the crow? Ah, some out there is a crow we have to go get. This is starting to feel more like a game. A lot of this has been just a walking simulator in the truest form of the name, because he has put quite a lot of area design in this game, in this place, to just walk through it. Usually games are more cram-packed with things. So we saw the statue, didn't we? Are there any more statues like that? So somewhere around here. It was spinning, so finding the crow is gonna be a little difficult. We know it's next to one of these. Are these? What would you call these? They're not caskets, I don't think. I think they're stones you put on top of graves in the old fear of them rising from the dead or coming back as zombies. Yeah, I don't think it would be over here. Maybe you call them plot covers? Plot stones? Here we go. So yeah, there it is. And then blood on his beak on this stone crow. So we found the bird, and I'm hoping when I put the bird on there, I can then pull the lever, and by pulling the lever, it might light that area up so we can actually see something. Because that is super dark. There we go. Pull the lever. Ah. They hit each other and make sparks. That's very video gamey. Look at those fire rendering. That looks nice. Always appreciate a good fire. Just goes down this way, lights up everything except for this really spooky square of the room. And yes, there's a dead body. And another sigil, I suppose. I believe this is the uncle. No blood, post-mortem. Facial cut, shallow, minimum bleeding. Blood streaks, back wound. Single attacker, multiple attackers. Let's see this. A raven knife. I think I would take this just for self-defense in this spooky land. Let's see. Ah, so now we're back to the puzzle, and I thought there would be more of these, and maybe there will be. Maybe for everybody that we see on there, that picture, we will find the dead body. And for each of the dead bodies, we'll have to do a puzzle. If that's true, then we are going to be playing this longer than I thought. Okay, the dagger is fixed. The wheelbarrow has been found. Let's inspect this. Burnt matches, oil can, spilled oil, round stain, oil lamp. Fix the oil lamp. Okay, so I fixed two things. Let's go check and see if that's all. Because we have one here, we have two here, we have three over here, we have four, we have... Let's see. So we may have enough already to solve this puzzle. I'd hate for these puzzles to get bigger, since it is a lot of hide and seek stuff. And they all go out there. I have no idea what magical ability this guy has to do this. So that's the mother and the uncle and the father. Did the uncle try to kill Ethan too? Is that what happened? These points aren't the same points as before. Mother and father. I think that's the father, yeah. Mother and father. Or maybe one of those is Travis. Maybe one of those is Ethan. Who's to say we haven't been Ethan isn't actually showing us stories from his entire life. Maybe his entire life there have been people trying to kill him. One more over here. Okay. So we see here something, and I think this obviously should be the last one. He's attacking him. Well, how's this all gonna work? Well, this guy's covering his face each time. So maybe he scratched his eyes out and this is actually number 3. Let's try that. So let's say this is 5. This is 4. What happens if we get it wrong? Do we just not get the chronology right? This has to be 1, doesn't it? Because she doesn't have the lantern. So 2. Let's go back before we try to visualize. Lantern, lantern. Does she have the lantern over here? Yes. So I think I got it right.
Our boy. Chad is putting our boy in that crypt.
And bricking him up. Giving him to the sleeper. Forever.
The hell's going on? Where's Ethan?
Ah. So I did do it wrong. I did it wrong, but apparently 1 is right. This is confusing. So it seems like they came all the way over here and then all the way this way. Let's try this.
Our boy. Chad is putting our boy in that crypt.
And bricking him up.
Seems like you
Giving him
could
to the
hit
sleeper
Y to skip to the next
forever.
scene. This could get repetitive.
Dad, get off of him!
So this has to be 2. And then 3. And then 4. So maybe he didn't walk into there by himself. And 5? Maybe? I'm a little
Our
lost.
boy. Chad is putting our boy in that crypt.
And bricking him up, giving him to the sleeper forever.
Chad, let me see it.
Hmm. Two, 3, 4, 5. I have to assume that's what the deal is, because we tried 2 over here already and it didn't work, right? We'll just go ahead and skip.
You know he's harmless. You know this is wrong.
Chad, finish those bricks before he wakes up.
Ah, there's Ethan.
Chad, let me see it.
Get the hell away from me. This is Dale's fault. He should have been helping.
Dale's weak. He always has been.
You're right. He is weak.
Chad, get off of him! He's your brother! Get off of him!
The hell's going on? Where's Ethan?
The one who sleeps must not sleep. Your Uncle Chad is dead. Close. Ethan.
It's not right. Ethan's our boy.
Dad, I need to get into the mine.
What? Mine? My key. I don't have it.
I guess I'll use the tunnel near the gate. Just keep Mom away from me, all right? She's sick. We were all sick.
So,
The sleeper must not sleep. Ethan disturbed something. Whatever it was, it got out, into the air, and into the minds of his family.
this is revealing. What happens when I touch this again?
Our boy. Chad is putting our boy in that crypt.
And bricking him up, giving him to the sleeper forever.
You know he's harmless. You know this is wrong.
Chad, finish those bricks before he wakes up.
So, if you skip here, it just
Chad,
goes to
let
each
Chad
section.
Get off!
What the hell's going on? Where's Ethan?
And I guess that was Travis there.
Sleep. Your Uncle Chad is dead.
It's not right.
Something about,
Ethan's our boy.
Dad, I
look, we're
need to
getting
get
a
into the
different
mine.
perspective
What?
this time.
Mine? My key. I don't have it.
I I guess I'll use the tunnel near the gate. Just keep Mom away from me, alright? She's sick. You're all sick.
So if we need to see it again, we can touch it again and we will see it again. What happens if we... we can't pull it again. So Dale was trying to brick him up in this. Well, I guess we're looking for the tunnel near the gate now. We don't have a map or anything. It's not like I can hit back and see where we're supposed to go. And I suspect if we start looking, wandering around, we'll run into one of his stories again. I wonder if his stories are the things that did this. I mean, it would make sense. Look what the stories are doing to me. Just by them being written and around me, I'm hallucinating or actually experiencing them. So if he wrote a story about a sleeper that terrified them, which would make sense, he could have caused all this. A little confused if I'm going the right direction or not. It's probably a bad idea, I would say, to take too many breaks playing this game. As a YouTuber, I don't take that many breaks playing games anyways. I usually try to get at least 8 hours of gameplay a day, usually a lot more. But without a map, you're gonna have to hold on to your own personal map in your head of where everything is. Just walk over that trunk. I'm expecting some kind of jump scare any second now. The major...
What do the dead have to say? You'd be surprised by how little they know. The dead can't explain what it means to be dead. They walk down stairs that disappear beneath their feet, headed for some bright blade of memory they'll never reach.
Okay, I wasn't expecting him to talk there, obviously. One of the things I can throw at this as a bad gameplay development is that they are trying to cause falling action and just lower the tension of the story by having us walk through in really large areas. I don't think that's the way to do it, because they spent storage space and video RAM space to make this area, and then there's nothing in it. And having the guy talk for a couple sentences is fine, but it's not enough. Now we've got a fork. Gonna have to figure out which way to go. At the beginning it was so small, so constricted too. Now we're seeing it widen up, maybe to the detriment of the game. Definitely to the detriment of myself. So we found what looks like a tunnel that might enter the mine. I think that's what we're trying to go for. So what else is down this path? This is new. Maybe we have seen this gate before. So, the vanishing of Ethan Carter really seems more like just a running away of Ethan Carter with possibly some justification, possibly not, depending on how much of what we're seeing is actually real, if any of it's actually real. This is just wild speculation, but it wouldn't surprise me if perhaps the person we are playing as, what did he call himself, Paul Prospero? Perhaps he is actually Ethan Carter, coming back, revisiting the past. So where does this road lead? Where am I in relation to everything else? Where does this road go? It goes too far, in my opinion, for that to be something that we should go to. I think we are supposed to go into the mine. The mine must either exit out on the other side somewhere near our next destination, or come back the same way you come in, because this has been very linear despite its level layout making it seem otherwise. And it would kind of annoy me. It would very much annoy me, actually, if I managed to go through this mine and it just pushed the story towards an ending and I missed something. Even if this game allowed you to continue playing after the ending and you could go back and find whatever you missed, that would be the time for me to use a walkthrough, and still it would be kind of difficult even running at fast speed to get from one point to the other. If I missed something way at the beginning of the game, wow, that would be quite a long run. So we're gonna enter a cave, but we're gonna do it next recording. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.